Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Fax, and I want to tell you a short, suspenseful, yet very important story. It is a story about what can happen when someone misuses the power of the law for their own benefits. It is a story about deception, danger, and survival. This story is based on true events that happened in Bela Bela, Limpopo, South Africa. However, all the characters and names are fictional, and any resemblance to real persons or situations is purely coincidental. I hope you enjoy this story, but more importantly, I hope you learn something from it. I hope you learn to be careful about who you trust online and to always verify the identity and credentials of anyone who claims to be from an official or charitable organization. This story is called The Comment. It begins with a simple remark on social media and ends with a terrifying ordeal. Are you ready? Let's begin. The comment. She didn't think much of it when she typed the comment. It was just a casual remark, a way of expressing her frustration with the state of the country and the lack of resources for the poor. She had seen a post on Facebook from a man who claimed he had received rotten meat from the welfare services, and he had uploaded a picture of the disgusting package. He was ranting about how the government was trying to poison him and his family, and how he deserved better. She rolled her eyes and typed, "At least you have meat. Some of us don't even get that. Stop complaining and be grateful for what you have." She hit send and moved on to the next post, forgetting about the man and his meat. She didn't notice the reply that came a few minutes later from someone named Rita. "Where do you live?" She didn't notice the message request that popped up on her messenger app from someone named Hugh. "Hi, I saw your comment on that post. I work for a charity organization that helps people in need. Can I have your address? I would like to send you some food and other essentials." She didn't notice the red flags that should have alerted her to something sinister. She was too busy taking care of her two kids, who were hungry and restless in their small shack in Bela Bela, Limpopo. She was a single mother, struggling to make ends meet with her meager income from selling fruits at the market. She had no family or friends to support her, and she relied on the welfare services for some basic assistance. She was desperate for any help she could get. So when she saw the message from Hugh, she felt a surge of hope. Maybe someone cared about her and her kids. Maybe someone wanted to help them. She replied with her address without asking any questions. She didn't know she had just made a fatal mistake. The next day, she heard a knock on her door. She opened it and saw two people standing outside. One was a woman wearing a suit and a badge that said CPS. The other was a man wearing a casual shirt and jeans. He looked familiar, but she couldn't place him. "Hello," the woman said. "We are from the Child Protection Services. We are here to conduct a routine inspection of your home and your children." The woman pushed past her and entered the shack, followed by the man. "What? Why?" she asked, confused and alarmed. "It's standard procedure," the woman said. "We have received a report that you are neglecting and abusing your children." "That's not true," she protested. "Who reported me?" "That's confidential," the woman said. "Now please cooperate with us, or we will have to take legal action." The woman started to look around the shack, opening drawers and cabinets, inspecting every corner. The man followed her, taking pictures with his phone. She felt violated and scared. She didn't know what they were looking for, or what they would find. She looked at her kids, who were sitting on the bed, watching the scene with wide eyes. They looked scared too. She tried to comfort them, but the woman stopped her. "Don't touch them," the woman said. "We need to examine them for any signs of injury or illness." The woman grabbed one of her kids by the arm and pulled him towards her. She lifted his shirt and checked his body for bruises or marks. He cried out in pain and fear. "Mommy!" he screamed. "Leave him alone," she shouted. "He's fine. He's healthy." The woman ignored her and continued her inspection. She found nothing wrong with him, so she moved on to the other kid. The man watched with a smirk on his face. He was Hugh, the one who had messaged her on Facebook. He was not from any charity organization. He was Rita's partner in crime. They were from CPS, but they were not there to protect the children. They were there to punish the mother. They had seen her comment on Facebook, and they had decided to target her. They had done their research on her background, finding out where she lived and what kind of assistance she received. They had posed as helpers, luring her into giving them her address. They had a personal vendetta against her. They hated her for being poor, for being a single mother, for being outspoken. They wanted to make her suffer. They had abused their power and authority, using fake reports and documents to justify their actions. They had violated the Children's Act 38 of 2005, which states that any person who has reason to believe that a child is in need of care and protection may report that belief to a designated child protection organization, a provincial department of social development, or a police official. They had not followed the proper procedures and protocols, such as obtaining a court order or a warrant before entering and searching her home. They had planned to harass her and her kids until they broke down. They had done this before, many times. They were corrupt and evil. They continued their daily inspections, showing up at her door unannounced and without any reason. They searched her shack, took pictures, questioned her kids, and threatened her with legal action. They made her life a living hell. She felt helpless and hopeless. She didn't know what to do or who to turn to. She prayed for a miracle. One day, as they browsed their social media groups, they saw a post that caught their attention. It was from a man named Mike, who claimed he was a writer and a podcaster. He said he had written and recorded the best suspenseful novel of the year, and he wanted to share it with his followers. He said the novel was based on true events that happened. He said it was a story about deception, danger, and survival. He said it was called The Comment. He posted a link to his audio recording and invited everyone to listen and comment. They clicked on the link, curious and intrigued. They started to listen to the novel. They soon realized it was about them. It was about their crimes and their victims. It was about how they had been exposed and arrested. It was about how they had been brought to justice. It was a trap. Someone had recorded their conversations and actions and had sent them to Mike. Someone had exposed their deeds and misuse of power to target the innocent and vulnerable. Someone had written their downfall. They panicked. They tried to delete the post, but it was too late. It had gone viral. Thousands of people had listened to the novel and had commented on it. They praised Mike for his brilliant writing and storytelling skills. They condemned Rita and Hugh for their cruelty and corruption. They demanded their prosecution and punishment. They alerted the authorities and the media. They were doomed. She didn't know who it was, but she was grateful. She hugged her kids and cried tears of joy. She had escaped a nightmare. She had survived. This is the end of the story, but not the end of the horror. For there are still many like them, who abuse their power and harm. The innocent and the vulnerable, the poor and the miserable. They hide behind their badges and lies. They prey on those who can't fight. They think they are above the law. They think they can get away with it all. But they are wrong. For there is justice. There is someone who sees and hears. There is someone who knows and cares. There is someone who acts and dares to expose their crimes and their sins, to reveal their faces and their names, to right their downfall and their shame, to make them pay for their pain. This someone is a writer, a podcaster, a hero. This someone is Mike, the author of The Comment. He has written the best suspenseful novel of the year. He has recorded it and shared it with the world. He has given a voice to the voiceless. He has given hope to the hopeless. He has saved her and her kids. He has saved many others like them. He has ended their nightmare. He has made them survive. This is his story. This is his comment. This is his legacy. This is his triumph.